Hello, my name is Campbell Leeper, and I'm a professor in the UC Santa Cruz Psychology Department. Psychology is one of the most popular undergraduate majors at most colleges, and that's true at UC Santa Cruz. We're happy that our students come from diverse backgrounds. Also, approximately 1/2 of our students are the first generation in their families to attend college, which we think is terrific. Once you graduate with your Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology, there are a variety of occupations that you might pursue. Some examples of fields that might interest psychology majors include counseling and psychotherapy, education, research, business and law, technology fields, social services, and health fields. Many of these occupations will require a master's degree or other advanced degree. Most master's degrees take about 2 years. As you probably know, psychology is a scientific discipline that focuses on understanding our thinking and behavior. In contrast to much of the popular or pop psychology that you can sometimes find in books and websites, the material in your psychology courses is based on scientific research evidence. Our faculty are amongst the world's leading experts conducting scientific research in psychology. Among our full-time faculty, we have 3 areas in which you will be taking courses. First, this includes cognitive psychology. Cognitive psychology focuses on mental processes. Some of the research topics that our cognitive psychology study include perception, memory, and how people use and understand language. A second area is social psychology. Social psychology addresses how people's behavior is affected in social situations and by the larger society. For example, some of the topics studied by our faculty include group conflict, school belonging, sexual violence, and the psychological impacts of poverty and racism. And our third group of full-time faculty are in developmental psychology. Developmental psychology considers the same kinds of topics covered in cognitive psychology and social psychology, except there's an emphasis on how cognition and behavior change during development. This includes child and adolescent development, as well as adult development. In addition to cognitive, developmental, and social psychology, our department also offers courses in clinical psychology. Clinical psychology addresses issues related to understanding and treating psychological disorders. For example, we offer courses in abnormal psychology, health psychology, and clinical psychology. These courses are taught by part-time instructors who usually also have other jobs as clinicians. In addition to your required courses, I also want to encourage you to consider some optional courses that you may take, usually in your junior or senior year. First, this includes our Psych 193 Field Study program. In Field Study, students pursue an internship in the community for course credit. Second, in our Psych 194 Research Internship, students assist psychology faculty and graduate students in their research studies for course credit. Students find these experiences very satisfying. You get to work closely with other psychology students and their faculty. Also, these internships can be helpful ways to get letters of recommendation after you graduate. We'll tell you more about these opportunities later in the video. In general, I hope you find ways to get involved while you're a student here at UC Santa Cruz, both in the major as well as the larger university. So finally, I want to just close by wishing you all the best as a psychology major and as a UC Santa Cruz student.
My name is Rebecca Covarrubias. I'm a faculty member here in the Department of Psychology at UC Santa Cruz. I'm also the director of the Culture and Achievement Collaborative, or what my students call it the CoLab. And what we do is research educational equity. If you're a student in my lab, one thing that you might help us with is developing tools like surveys or interviews to really understand the student experience. And so you might also help us analyze some of that data so that we can then share it with campus audiences so that they know how to better support students here at UC Santa Cruz.
Specifics, which is why we went from student perception and direct.
My name is Nick Davidenko, and I'm a faculty in the psychology department. My lab studies high-level perception, and that means perceptual processes that involve either the representation of complex information like faces and objects, or the integration of multiple sensories like auditory and visual, or visual and vestibular, and how our attention, expectations, and knowledge affect what we perceive. We study perception by using virtual reality, eye tracking, computer simulations, and behavioral studies. In my lab, we have graduate students and undergraduates who assist in every aspect of the research process. Some of the undergraduates work on senior theses and design their own experiments, and several of the undergraduates also become co-authors on publications and poster presentations at conferences.
Hi, I'm Su-Hua Wang, faculty in the psychology department, and I direct the infant development lab. We study how babies and young children learn in everyday activity with parents and communities. For example, how babies and young children learn with experience of toys, books, and technology, and how these experiences may influence their ways of learning. Undergraduate research assistants in our lab have plenty of opportunities to be engaged in all aspects of research, including design studies for the lab or going to babies' home to observe their everyday activities, as well as coding and analyzing the data.
Is everybody ready?
Yeah?
Here we go. Trial 1. End of the trial. Here we go. Trial 2. This is Sam. You can play with Sam.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and I'm a graduating senior here at UCSC. I'm working in the peer advising program right now, which is a field study placement. I've been doing it since last spring, and I'm still here, so obviously I really enjoy it. As a peer advisor, we help students in terms of figuring out their schedules, planning out their classes, and sort of just giving our own personal experience since we are students as well. So, as well as peer advising, we also have other programs in the field study, like working in a preschool in terms of positive discipline, gardening, mindfulness, working in a mental health facility, working in a group home for girls who are in foster care, and then also working with the Santa Cruz County of Education in terms of alternative education. So field study is a really, really great opportunity in my opinion. You have a really huge range of things that you can do, so there's something out there for everybody. It's a great opportunity, you meet a lot of great people, and you gain a lot of valuable experience, so I would recommend it.